Yes, karibuni. This one is a quick one. Today I'm not having a very big show, lakini nimesema nikuje ili tusipotee sana. So it's my hope that umeshinda vizuri. I just want us to do a small review of what is happening, alafu na tujiulize kama vile vitu zinaendelea, if that is the way we want things to be. Ruto anaendelea na uongo yake, which we need to be very keen and very serious about. I saw now he started even fighting the NGOs and saying that they discussed with America. There is nowhere where Ruto discussed with America about how medical programs were going to be financed. That was a lie. It is Donald Trump who decided to cut financing in medical world through the NGOs, and because they still wanted to help the third world countries, our countries like ours, wakatafuta another platform of how they can be able to share that money. So whatever is happening in the Ministry of Health globally, it is courtesy of Donald Trump. So, but as usual, when things happen, they have to take victory speech, victory laps. Yeah. I was so saddened kuona ati our learned friends, senior councils, ati unajua saa zingine a criminal making you, I don't know if those people, anyway, I thank God I'm not a lawyer, because I don't think I can my pride is too much. Sijui kama mi nawezaenda kuwekelewa kofia na huyo beshte. I don't think. Yeah, if in my profession you needed to be recognized by this guy, I don't think I could have been recognized. But anyway, some of these guys, they feel they need that recognition of senior counsel. But unajua saa zingine you are becoming a senior counsel, but you are being received by the wrong person. Now Ruto has decided to steal everything. He is now stealing through Safaricom and stealing through other places and other platforms. And still kuna Wakenya tu unasikia wakisema tu two-term, even with the things which are happening. Unajua saa zingine sisi ni kama tunarogwa ama tumerogwa. Yani unasikia Mkenya anasema two-term and they can see zile vitu zinatendeka Kenya. You don't need to be explained to kuambiwa ya kwamba kuna kitu mbaya inatendeka hapa. They are things which are open to open eyes. Unaweza jua hapa iko shida, hapa iko shida, hapa iko shida. But again, sisi ni akina nani? Sisi ni wale wa Kenya ambao tunasemanga tunajua zaidi. So Gachagua had a presser today, and I don't know why they are focusing on pressers and telling us. I don't know, but I don't know why they should be in the court fighting the Mbere thing. And I think for me, I feel the united opposition has to look for another concept to re-energize itself. I think this issue of press conferences have now become too basic. Raila Odinga was a press conference guy. The old opposition has been a press conference guys. So I think we must design something which will connect us and the population. We must design something which will connect us and the people na mashida zao. Otherwise, kuna vile naona united opposition, the press conferences are not working. Yes, wanatuambia, but because we are talking about a man who has no character. So hata ukisimama pale hakuna testori ati unataka uambiwe. So I don't know, they have to become creative. Either we register people, but united opposition has to do something. Otherwise, if we continue wasting time, nimeanzia kuona ni kama watu wana panic kwa ground. People feel like, na unaona sasa propaganda machine ya Ruto mizani. Propaganda machine ya Ruto mizani. Wameanzia sasa kurusha ati poll, na wanaanzia ati kusema ati Ruto ndiye ako mbele. That is what, and I want us to see the occurrences of events. It started with Mbere, still the election. Onesha watu ni kama Mount Kenya uko na kura. then fake a poll. Now Ruto ati leo mizani for the first time inampea 44 and our Kalonzo wanampea 18. That is mizani. But again, don't follow mizani too much. Mizani is a government propaganda. But at least, even with the mizani propaganda, I saw combination of all our united opposition wako mbele ya Ruto. But story ya kukua mbele ya Ruto with the 54-44, I was not happy with that. Combined, united opposition combined, according to mizani, tuko na 54. Ruto ako na 44. That is not a very good number. That is not a very good number. Ruto anafaa kukua akiwa na mbao, sisi tuko na 80. So I don't know the person who will be able to give us a good poll. Raila Odinga in 2007, he had hired Dick Morris, the Republican strategist in America, who planned one of the greatest political campaign in Kenyan history. Natoka hiyo campaign ya Dick Morris, the Republican strategist, hatujawahi kuwa na siasa ingine kama hiyo. I think it has come a time, because sasa nimesikia sasa ni kama Rigiji sasa, ati sasa they are trying to create somebody like Raila Odinga. That's what they are doing. Even the media is trying to create Raila Odinga from Gachagua. So I'm hearing now they are even creating a narrative at Gachagua phobia, Gachagua phobia na Gachagua mania sasa. They are creating a Raila. I don't know, but that is what they are doing. So they are trying to create a Raila from Gachagua. So it is something we will have to monitor. But we should not allow another human being in Kenya to be verified the way Raila Odinga was verified by everybody. He was being verified by some communities. He was being verified by media. I would not wish for any other Kenyan to be treated the way Raila Odinga was treated. Raila Odinga had won some elections. They did not announce him. Actually, Raila Odinga died a very tired man. So I would not even wish Gachagua kutendewa vile Raila Odinga alitendewa. So I don't want to go to that school of thought of Gachagua mania and Gachagua phobia, because ni kutesa mwanaume. That is how, hiyo ni kutesa mwanaume. So I'm not very happy of it too much. Anyway, good kwa show. Those are some of the issues which we are talking about. Unaweza salimia watu, our 9 people, na please, out of the 9 people, kama hujatugonga subscribe, unaweza pia tupiga subscribe and we will appreciate. So that is the angle in which we are going to talk. Moso pia tunajaribu even to advise our people. Donald Trump, as usual, is deporting some Kenyans. I saw like around 12 Kenyans are being deported. I don't know if it is 12 or 20. Yeah, but most of them niliona ni majamaa wako na criminal record mbaya sana. Sijui what like fake serious crimes in America. Anyway, so hatuna budi, ila sisi upinzani lazima tujipange sana. And also we are now approaching the festivity. Nitaombea buheri wa afya. Right now, so many accidents have started opening up. You know, they usually open up at this time of festivity. Like in the villages where I'm coming from now, we are even getting accidents even in kwa tu barabara kidogo kidogo, like in class D roads, D and E roads. It's pathetic. Yeah, so yesterday we lost I don't know if it is yesterday or Saturday. On a Saturday we lost a teacher of Govio Boys through an accident in Kebogo, hapo Embu Kebogo Road. Gari imegonga muti hapo na I think it killed several people, and one of the people nimesikia alikufa ni a teacher, either nasikia deputy wa Govio Boys, something like that. Govio Boys ni ile shule inakuanga na hapo, which used to score very well. Yeah, so please let's be careful even as we travel. Yeah, tuende we be in one spirit. Yeah, festivities are usually rough. Na singetaka tusikie mmoja wetu amepata shida, together with your family. So I pray for your families to be safe, and your people will be able to see next year. I think we are remaining with around 15 days 15 or 20 days so for the new year 2026. Na mnajua tu tukigonga tu 2026 tu hivi inabaki tu mwaka mmoja Kasongo aende nyumbani. 1 year hivi. Can you imagine the way tumechoka hapa? Who knew that Kasongo angemaliza hii miaka 5? At least tujipange na tukue very accurate. If there is something we are not supposed to miss, ni history ya kufukuza Kasongo. We have to strategize in the best forms possible. And we have to make sure Ruto is ejected out of the State House. That is why I'm trying to say here, we have to go beyond pressers. We have to do things beyond presser conferences. There is something unique I saw today in the press conference. I saw 2 United Opposition presser conferences or meetings. Let me call it a meeting. And in the 2 meetings, niliona Matiang'i was represented well. I saw ile mkutano ya kina Gachagua na Eugene Wamalwa, Oruoba alikuwa hapo. Oruoba, who has brought very serious scandals in 350. Oruoba now has become the ambassador of Room 350, where she is explaining the evils which happened about gender issues in Room 350. So Oruoba has been very strategic about that. And we are getting information. Vile aongei sana. So Oruoba seems to have entered United Opposition. I think Oruoba has decided to work with those guys. I hope we now have people with experience to compose something which is logical and serious. Also in the news today, kuna yule msichana ambaye alikuanga anahagi mti. We also saw that girl, 22 years of age, was able to stand there for 72 hours. It has brought a lot of controversy in Kenya. Kuna wale wanaamini, kuna wale hawaamini. Yeah, there are people who are saying that it is impossible to stand for 72 hours, and 3 days, 24, but yeah, 3 days. It is impossible to stand for 3 days without defecating. Ni watu wanasema. It is impossible to stand for 3 days without defecating and urinating. So, but I'm double sure maybe huyo msichana pengine maybe she had prepared herself psychologically, and maybe anaweza kuwa tu she was doing it from within. Sasa ndia yeah, so nimesikia pia theory ya mtu mwingine. There is another guy alikuwa anasema ati unawezekana ati huyo msichana ati, anyway, I don't want to water it down, wacha ikuwe hivyo, amevunja record, but kuna mtu alikuwa anasema kuna uwezekano usiku kuna watu walikuwa wanaenda kumtoa kinyesi. Somebody was telling me that we Njiro bwana, wewe bwana, wacha kunini, ati kuna watu walikuwa wanaenda hapo wanamtoa uchafu yote, anakuwa vizuri. But I don't know, but they should have reported. If there is anything like that one which happened, Alex anasema back pia, I don't know what that means. So at least we have a Guinness Book of Record, which is not easy, by the way. Guinness Books of Record hazikujangi rahisi. Hazikujangi rahisi. I have seen the efforts which people do to get into that Guinness Book of Record. Na sijui kwa nini naitwa Guinness, naitwa prisoner ama Keroche. So kuna mama mwingine niliona, for her to go into the Guinness Book of Record, alilea kucha za mikono zinafika huko kwa mlango. So people really do a lot of work to enter into the Guinness Book of Record. Alex, wacha tungoje wale watu wana updating kwa Guinness Book of Record watasema namna gani, ama wataanzia kusema msichana arudie na CCTV. So I don't know if the girl was monitored 24/7, but ile kitu imenifurahisha ni vile hiyo kitu it has taken over the country, like it has become like a movement ya aina. Yeah, hiyo kitu it came and became big, na msichana ameanza mambo. I'm hearing like watu wameanzia kujitokeza kumpea shukurani ashapata hata trip ya kwenda DXB Dubai, ataenda Dubai very soon. So anyway, that is what happened. I don't know the truth, but I hope she did all what she's saying. I hope she did all what she's saying. So anyway, karibuni sana, naona Alex Media. So let me return back to the opposition. Oruoba, I don't think I had seen Oruoba in press conferences again. Then there is a meeting I saw Matiangi. There was Matiangi. There was Munya. Yeah, it's a picture I saw somewhere. So we need to, as the united opposition decided to divide ili wakuja kushikana mwisho ama ni aje, but I saw there was two meetings today different, ama ndio strategy yao. So but ile kitu nataka to discuss leo ni how can the opposition tighten Ruto. Kuna vitu by the way zinatendeka mzuri sana, and I appreciate some of the things which are happening. Miradi zingine ambazo watu hawaridhiki nazo zinapelekwa kotini and now they are being halted. I'm now hearing Mau Summit is in the court, and hata hii ya health kuna watu wameenda kwa koti, so I don't know if the court is going to halt them or not, but these are some of the ways in which you can decelerate punitive measures from a leader, and it is done everywhere. Hata hapa Marekani inafanyangwa hivyo. Mkiona kuna policy ambayo a certain leader want to implement na munaona ni kama itawaumiza, you go to the court, inakuwa decelerated. Yeah, there are things which are always done here by Republicans, wafanyangi hivyo sana, but Democrats are naonanga all the time wanaendanga kwa makoti, sijui nini, wanasema lazima tushtaki mzee, lazima tushtaki mzee. So I always know they go to court. Yeah, it's a trick to decelerate. So going to court is a trick to decelerate. So I get it. So kuna watu wameenda koti sababu ya hiyo barabara ya Mau Summit. I don't know the accusation, but one thing which I know is that Ruto has no capacity to implement Mau Summit because he has no willingness and willpower to do the right thing, and he is a very corrupt man. Hiyo pesa yote ya Mau Summit itakulwa. So we would rather hold it and do it when we get a serious leader. Imagine it is the same project which Uhuru wanted to do with lesser money, but sasa Ruto anataka kufanya na pesa mingi. Tumbo lisiloshiba. Yeah, there is a book called Tumbo Lisiloshiba. So that is what is happening. We are having a very corrupt man at the helm of the power, and he didn't want to implement all the projects even if he has not done. Nimeona pia United Opposition ndio wakisema zile barabara ambazo Ruto amelaunch juzi, all the equipments which were mobilized there, they are not working. There is a guy niliona, I think ni Peter Mbaye, the upcoming senator of Nakuru. I think kuna pari alienda jana, pari Ruto aliacha tractor, and immediately tu Ruto aliondoka tu hivyo, hiyo project kwisha. So that's what is happening. So we are dealing with a leadership which is pretending. I think the only thing which Ruto has been able to do so far ni new housing program na ni tunyumba tudogo, and Taranta, and I don't know if Taranta was part of the Vision 2030. Hiyo ndio wanaringa nayo. So one thing which I don't know is that you want to tell me by 2027 Ruto atakuja kuanzia kusema nimejenga Taranta? Yani he will not be coming there to talk of a holistic system which he has built. I think it's a joke. So there is a lot in which we can explore, and I think United Opposition can work towards, and they fight Ruto. So lazima we need now to look for formulas of fighting Ruto, because Sunday we have to fight him, and we have to fight him like hell. So please subscribe our channel so that we can continue building up. Na tafadhali kama uko hapo and you feel you can enter for the purpose of discussing with us, giving us more information, telling us what United Opposition can do, because we are vouching for the United Opposition to win, and these people can win. Bado time ijaenda sana. We can do miracles. It doesn't matter. Hata sisi tuko na watu wetu we can come up with the formulas ya kulinda kura zetu. So it is not a must that kura zetu lazima zitaibiwa. We can strategize and we can do it and we can defend it. But we have to become lethal and we use equivalent force like the one which the government want to use. Wakimobilize goons, sisi tunamobilize watu wetu na tunawapea vifaa. We have to reach that level. Serikali ikipea watu miti na pia sisi tunapea watu miti. But this idea whereby tunaruhusu serikali immobilize na sisi hatuwezi mobilize resistance, we will blame ourselves. Ruto will not be able to get a second term if we work well. There is the signs of a ending presidency. Nasema ati formula is uniting which I do not see. Then kama uoni unity sasa, ati if daktari anavuja kizungu, if you can enter uingie. Yani, I'm just using the short form. I'm just using the short form of communication. Muingie studio, that's what I say. Okay, you can log in basi. Now that Bwana Mbudi, you want me to use more fashionable language. Unataka nitumie, I don't want to be anaitwa nani, to be PLO who will speak in big English and he has not applied in the platforms of influence. So I want to use simple language and I apply it in the platforms of influence. Ana anasema ati msimamo atafute goons. No, we have also to start now thinking strategically. We have to start thinking as winners. Na mimi sitaki ati tuanzie kusupport upinzani if they are ending to an election loss. I don't want you people to waste your 2 years or your 1 year supporting a group which cannot win. So the earlier we detect these people can win, the better. And if we detect these people cannot win, we can strategize in another way. We can we can change our messaging to revolution now. So up to now, we are supposed to audit the united opposition. Na tujiulize, can these people win the election? Please subscribe our channel. Can these people win the election? So that is something which we have to categorically look at it, see how it is going. We see their strategy, we see their moves, na tujiulize how watu wanaweza shinda uchaguzi. One way of detecting how somebody can win an election, you can do a comparative analysis, both internal and external. Let me do for you a comparative analysis of how elections happened previously in Kenya and previously elsewhere. Elections are binary choices, as I always say here. You need two strong groups to oppose each other. United opposition has to make sure that it is one of the strongest group which is opposing Ruto. We need to ask ourselves, has the united opposition become a formidable group to oppose Ruto? It's a question I want you to answer. Number two, we need to invest with the friends outside. We need to look for friends outside. Tutafute marafiki nje ya Kenya. People who can mobilize with us, people who can support us psychologically. Because if you are supported psychologically, ni rahisi. Ala, umedelete hiyo meso ya TikTok, ni ile ya prophecy ya 90 days, Simon. Who is united? Leader or us? Alex Budi, na uache kuniuliza swali ukiwa mbali. Kama unaniuliza Budi, I do not allow you to ask the question ukiwa nje ya studio. Wewe ni mkereketo na unafaa kukuja utuulize hapa na tukujibu. It is not about them, it is us to unite. And that is something which you need to tell me. What are the conditions which will unite Kenyans? How can Kenyans unite? And are they united now? Or if they are not united, to what degree are we united in percentage? Are we 50% united? Are we 30% united? Are we 80% united? At to what degree are we united? Because Budi, those are the things which now we have to ask. So Ana anasema itiza sisi ndio wengi. Kwenda huko. Wacha Ana pande leo. Haya ni sawa. Alex amesema mama apande. Ni kama mlikubaliana. You see, kama mmekubaliana mimi sitaki kuharibu boma. I don't want to destroy homes. Hata Biblia yenyewe inasema mmoja ambaye ataachanisha hawa ni kifo. I don't want to become death. So Budi and his sweetheart, they have to flourish together. So kama wameamua watakuwa na alternate studio, na tuheshimu hiyo. Yes. So can we think about that? If we get united, can our leaders unite? Ni sawa. Leo naona Budi yako sawa. So please, friends, you also need to come here and help me. Yeah. Otherwise mukiniruhusu nipate burnout, mutaona tu nimezima tu na nimetoka kwa kituo. Alafu muulize huyu jamaa alienda wapi. Yeah, so those are some of the issues now I want us to look at. Can united opposition look at their strategy and apply some of the things which can actually win an election? I was doing a comparative analysis before Budi disrupted me. We have been uniting before. Coalitions have been the art in Kenya as far as 202. The best coalition, 202. The best coalition, 202. 13, there was a coalition. Were there jitters of forming it? Yes, they were. 17, there was a coalition. The election gets stolen, nullified. 2022, so if I rank them, the best coalition, 202, followed by 2022, followed by 13 and then 17. That's how I would rank them. So na lazima tujibebe kwa kabisa, and we ask Kenyans to follow the path of success. Did you see Gachagua interview on Wednesday? Yes, and Turiona. I want them to reduce pressures. We have to decide something else. We have to move beyond press conferences. We have to do something bigger than what they are doing. Nangojea watu. So I'm waiting for people in the studio. Nitawapea dakika 5. I will be back. So in 5 minutes I'm back. Wacha nipate kikombe ya maji. And I'm coming. Nimesema munipe dakika 5. I'll be back. I need to submit something somewhere and then I'm returning. In 5 minutes I'm back. Tunajua mkikataa kukuja studio alafu nipate kitu ya dharura, inabidi kwanza nimalizie hiyo. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And leo sina computer. Today I'm only having my phone. Please. Unless Kipulila kuja niwekee video vile ananiwekeanga, that's fine. Tutacheza. For now I don't have a video. I just came and started the show. Naona Ana ananiingililia kabisa. Ana anasema ati nikimbize pesa. Ana, kila mtu kwa hii dunia anakimbiza pesa. Yeah. Everybody is rushing money. Yeah. Even if we rush money, we will never get satisfied. That is the unfortunate part. Taikimbiza, but eventually hatutaridhika. Yeah. So let's focus. So what I was trying to say is that the united opposition is still doing press conferences. Is there a change with what Raila Odinga has been doing for the last 20 years? I don't think. So we have to employ a different strategy. I think united opposition has to sit down and think what works and what doesn't work. Press conferences never work. I think that is something which we have now to start appreciating. Hata mimi nimeamua niamuke kama Trufena. So kuna siku nitakuja nifanye podcast hapa nimesimama. Nitaangalia yule mtu ambaye ifanya podcast for so long. So hata mimi nitawafanyia hiyo challenge. nifanye podcast nikiwa nimesimama. Sijui kama hiyo itakuwa 100 hours of standing. Gachagua said on the onset afanye maandamano. Yeah, of course, and that one we know. Gachagua is claims that it is possible to use constitutional methods and to follow the electoral process and overturn the election. No, and overturn the government. That's what he claims, because he believes they were a product of ballot and they can cause a ballot. I think Gachagua doesn't want to be blamed in case of anything. I don't think anataka kuingia katika zile vitabu za kina Samia Suluhu. I think ni kama wameogopa what happened to ICC, and I think Gachagua thinks, as a political operator, I think Gachagua still sees that time which is remaining, we need to take things slow. Sasa sijui kama ikifika pale injury time, tukibakisha miezi 6 pale, hapo ndiye ataweka paje kabisa, like the way alikuwa anaweka akina Martha Karua paje. Although there is something we need to know that already ameelezea ile strategy, the way he is claiming ati Ruto alitumia Moses Kuria, hizo ni wheelbarrows. So already, if we have known that Ruto is using wheelbarrows, how many wheelbarrows do we think Ruto is going to bring to our places as a way of destabilization? Because mimi naona hapo ni kama Gachagua alikuwa anapea Ruto a victory lap, that alileta Moses Kuria na Moses Kuria akakuwa, he was the difference creator. He acknowledged. So according to Gachagua, United Opposition was defeated in Mbeere. If you analyze him, according to Gachagua, the United Opposition was defeated in Mbeere. That is why he is talking of Moses Kuria as a wheelbarrow. So he believes the election was done and we lost. And I don't know why Gachagua doesn't want to continue on the purge of a stolen election, unless aniambia ako na formula ya kuchunga kura the last election. Na ujue Kenya, we are on the crossroad. We will never have any. 2027 will be our most important moment in our lifetime. Whatever will happen in 2027, we will never be able to reverse. We will never be able to reverse. So we have to know that our lives depends on 2027. And if we allow 2027 to slip away, you can forget elections. Mimi hata naweza kuambia sasa, kama wewe tafuta binu ukue Muganda ama Mutizet ama Muzimbabwe. If in 2027 we will not make it, you can forget Kenya. Kenya will be the worst of the worstest country possible, if that word exists. So, and that is why the United Opposition has to take this moment with the seriousness it deserves. That in 2027, if we miss it, we will have entered their abyss. We will have entered the hell. Wacha hata saa hii tuna claimingi tuko hell. 2027 is the most consequential year in our human life in Kenya. In 2027, if we will not manage to eject Ruto out of power, expect worse of what you have never seen. Ruto criminality in steroid. So that is how important this election is. And that is why these people have to unite and strategize to win. These people should not be strategizing to lose ili atuwajipange 2032. And the Kenyans will unite with them wakiona hao watu wako na strategy. If today United Opposition get organized, Kenyans will be on their side. Saa zingine Wakenya wako kwa periphery sababu hawa watu wanaonekana ni kama wana mpango. So Kenyans are just watching. But in the event that the United Opposition seems to have a formula, a strategy, a concept, I'm telling you, even Kenyans will be ready to finance them. Utaona even Kenyans doing pay bill by themselves, saying that tutawajibika and we will fund these people. There is some outreach I'm not seeing. Okio, Mtata, and Maraga, where are they? Even though they are not very serious political actors. But I think it has reached a level whereby even the United Opposition, they have to look for these guys. Hata kama wako na kura ndogo. Omtata alikuwa hata na komiti. Sijui kama komiti ilimwambia asimame. That is something. And don't worry, Gachagua alituambia atatuambia January. He said long time ago, I think uko ma April, when he was still very fresh, alisema January atatuambia mwelekeo. Although mwelekeo ni obvious. Si mwelekeo ni anti-Kasongo. I think alitengeneza chama. Now he has built the party. I don't know if his party has become as big as he wanted, or is it on the path of becoming big? And how is Gachagua party DCP interacting with other political parties in Mount Kenya? Are there sibling rivalries? Those are things which we will have to monitor and ask ourselves, what do we think? What is the best way? How can these political parties coexist without sibling rivalry? And we make sure that also some of our political parties within United Opposition, they are not used by Ruto to divide us. We have to start knowing people by how they are associating, and we define their relationship with us. So United Opposition has to define their relationship with everybody. So, and we have to be very categoric about that. United Opposition has to define its relationship with everybody. The only known person is the Kenyan. The Kenyan is afflicted. The Kenyan is not okay. The Kenyan has been let down. But all the other people, you have to determine to what level can this person reject Kasongo. You might be shocked that even within the United Opposition, kuna uwezekano kuna watu wa Kasongo huko. So we have to have that litmus test of knowing, are these people part of us? Please, naomba watu wakuja studio. Naomba watu wakuja studio. Leo hata sijatumia Stone PK. Sijatumia Stone PK video, not link. But let me send him. Wacha nitumane. Let me look for Stone PK. It's not easy to be alone. Okay, ni sawa. Wacha nikuje kesho nikiwa na nguvu. I'm not able to go beyond this. Anyway, so what we need to do is observe the united opposition and we ask ourselves, what can we do? We can also audit what they are doing. Do you think is the right thing? I have discredited press conferences. We have to do something different because press conferences, Raila Odinga did them, we went nowhere. So there must be something different. So press conferences, we cannot rely on press conference. So united opposition has to do more. If I'm told to give them a score, I can give them 30%. They are below average on how they are on how they are doing their stuff. I don't want to criticize them, but they need to look at how other jurisdictions have done. And they paste that. They do that. Kuna maupinzani yameweza kushinda mauchaguzi, including even America. Donald Trump was opposition. He won an election. We are an opposition and we should win the election. We should win this election. And nimewapea that because by just rejecting and talking ill about Kasongo, hiyo ndio nimewapea that. At least wako na messaging. The problem is strategy. United opposition has wako na messaging. Shida ni confining Ruto, kuchokesha Ruto, hiyo ndio wameshindwa. Hiyo story yao au kuchokesha Ruto, hiyo ndio imewashinda. Confining Ruto, kuborereria, constricting somewhere. Anyone coming to the studio? Ama nikuje kesho? I think I will come tomorrow. Thank you, bye.